Who's the NBA Rookie of the Year in 2018? Whew, boy. Now let's find out. Let's look at some. Let's look at a few things here. Let's find out, man. Notable candidates are Donovan Mitchell, Ben Simmons, and Jason Tatum. Those are like your top three. Then in the next tier, you got your Kyle Kuzmas, your Lauri Markkanens, your Josh Jackson, a little bit, kind of sort of, Dennis Smith Jr. But the top three candidates, those are guys we're going to focus on: Mitchell, Simmons, and Tatum. So there's a lot of hype right now about Jason Tatum, since he's the last of those notable rookies still in the playoffs. Playing quite well, actually, man. Playing really well. Like you look at him and you don't know he's a rookie. He can. The NBA is in a very good spot for the future. In a very good spot. We got some really nice young players, man. I love this game. The league, not so much, but I love the game of basketball, man. So let's look at the stats. This is where we're all gonna start. Let's look at the stats. So Donovan Mitchell, he leads all NBA rookies in scoring by a mile. It's not close. He's at 20 and a half a game. He actually led his team in scoring as a rookie. You can argue he's by far the best player on his team as a rookie. And he took his team to the second round of playoffs. This is a regular season award. But he took his team to the second round of playoffs. Led his team to, what are the Jazz record this year? Let's find out. Let's not ask stupid questions that we can't find out for ourselves. They're in the Pacific Northwest. They were 48 and 34 this year in the Western Conference. And they missed Rudy Gobert for a good amount of that. Rudy Gobert, he probably came back around December-ish, I want to say. December-ish, January-ish. And Rudy Gobert, he's not a big-time offensive threat, but he does make a difference for that Jazz team. But if you look at their squad, let's look at their squad, man. Look at the talent that they have on that team. Look at some of these guys. So they got, their starting lineup is Ricky Rubio, Derek Favors, Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, and Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles he's a nice player. I like him. That's their starting lineup, and then I know they had a guy in Cleveland now. Why did I just forget his name? Out of Duke. Rodney Hood. They had him for a little bit, and they traded him for in the Jay Crowder deal. They got Jay Crowder now, but we're gonna look at this is their lineup that they ended the season with. So, I mean, if you look, it's not the most talented roster, but they got a lot of solid NBA guys, man. They got a lot of solid NBA guys. I wouldn't consider any of these guys scrubs. Like, these are all at least rotation players on just about any team. So that's that. So Donovan Mitchell's working with a good amount of veterans, good mix of veterans, and not really a bunch of young guys. But they're not old, but he got a good mix of veterans in there with him to help carry him along. But he ended up busting a hole in the rookie game, man. He won dunk contests. He did his thing, man. He had a heck of a season. He really did. So let's look at some of the awards he won this season. No, BasketballReference.com is really good at that. So he's got 4 monthly awards. Let's look at those. He's got 4 Rookie of the Month awards. That's a big deal. He's 8th in 3 field goal attempts. I believe he led all rookies in 3-pointers made as well. Yeah, he did. He led all rookies in 3-pointers made. So Season numbers, those are totals. Let's look at the advanced PER 16.7. Actually, we can look at NBA.com and look at that. 43% field goal percentage. Made 2.43s a game at 34%. I mean, as a number one option and the defense being geared up to you, and as a rookie, this is decent. He'll get that number up, I'm sure. Free throws. I mean, he's a rookie. Rookies ain't getting to the free throw line. It's just not what's going to happen. Refs don't show them no love. And then they say the referees know what they're doing. I don't know. There's a such thing as rookie calls, NBA, and veteran calls and superstar calls. Let's not act like it don't happen. Looks like he's about second in steals here for our rookies. All right. Now let's look at let's look at Ben Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. The guy that can't shoot, and people are just acting like they can't just stop him from going to the basket. That happened until he ran into Brad Stevens' defense, and they were like, "Oh, you can't shoot? Well, you're gonna have to figure out that one way or the other." So let's look at their roster in Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, if he stays healthy, he's a Hall of Famer, bona fide. Robert Covington, great defensive player. He should be on the all-defense team this year. That's two of their starting lineup. Obviously, Ben Simmons started at point. T.J. McConnell was his backup. What was Dario? Dario Saric was their starting four-man. And then J.J. Redick. It's a young starting lineup. That's a good starting lineup. And notable rotation guys are T.J. McConnell, come in as a backup. Another rookie, Markelle Fultz, who came in towards the end of the year, didn't really play much. He played a little bit at the end of the year, actually played well, just didn't play a whole lot in the playoffs either. I don't know about that. Anyway, that's not the point of the video. You got also Ersan Ilyasova, Marco Bellinelli, the rotation guys here. So you got some guys to work with on this team, and they're in the East. So they were, what was their record in the East? 52-30. Okay, that's a good record. Like, I don't care what conference you're in or how weak your conference is in. You're in the NBA. It's hard to win 50 games. It's just hard to do. That's fine. So let's look at Ben Simmons' numbers, man. Oh, actually, let's look at his awards. Let's see the awards that Ben Simmons got this season. All right. Scroll all the way down. All right. Weekly awards. He got Player of the Week, NBA Player of the Week. April 9th, that week. Monthly awards, let's look at these. He's also got 4 monthly Rookie of the Month awards. Amateur honors. This is pre NBA. That don't mean anything. Turnovers, I mean, he's a rookie, so what? Defensive rating, that's one thing Ben Simmons is already good at. He's a really good defender. He's 6'10", playing point guard, and he's athletic as anything. He can ball. He's a two-way player, kind of two-way player. I've heard a lot of people call him a 6'10" Rondo. He ain't got that dog mentality in him like Rondo though. But I can see just play style. Yeah, about 6'10" Rondo right now. Hopefully he ever finds a jumper. If he does, the NBA's over with. He's 3rd in overall assists. He's 5th in steals. He's 7th in assist percentage. That's crazy for a rookie. That's crazy in general. But that's crazy for a rookie. That is stupid, insane for a rookie. Steals per game, he's 8th. Assists per game, 5th. Defensive win shares, 2nd. Like he's if you just look, he's a better player than Donovan Mitchell is right now, and he projects out far better than Donovan Mitchell is. Obviously, he's a lot bigger than Donovan Mitchell. So that counts for a lot. So my one issue with Ben Simmons is this. He wasn't drafted in 2017. He was drafted in 2016. He just got hurt. So for me, if I'm a voter, that kind of, I take points away from him for that. For me, that's a disqualification. I understand that's not the criteria of the NBA. I understand how that goes, but I look at it like this. He got a whole year head start. That's like being a redshirt freshman in college. You're technically a freshman, but you're a sophomore in academia. You're a sophomore, but you kind of learn the system and everything. You go through the practices. You're in the locker room. You film session and all that. You're working out. You got a big time head start. You got a professional head start. So for me, he's disqualified. That's just my opinion. So let's look at the next guy, Jason Tatum, rookie sensation. So his regular season numbers, kind of pedestrian. Okay, 13-9 a game, 14 a game, 47% field goal percentage. That's pretty good. He's a good shooter already. He's already one of the best shooters in the league already. That's crazy. Although they do play in a different kind of system up there in Boston, where he can. It's really good ball movement. You got some good. These guys can go one-on-one too, but got some ball movement up there, and he's also a good defensive player too. If you watch him, he's a pretty good defender. He's. I can see him growing into being like Paul George defensively. He's got the length, athleticism. Probably gonna be a better shooter than Paul George though. Jason Tatum can play. He's a really good player. 5 rebounds a game too. I like him. He's a dookie. My thing about dookies are, more times than not, in my opinion, they underwhelm in the pros. Just my opinion. I'm not getting into that. I am not getting into that. Because everybody from Duke is going to find where I live and come kidnap me. Whatever. Alright, Jason Tatum. Boston Celtics, they won 55 games, 55-27. That's damn good. They're in the East, but whatever, that's damn good. So let's look at their roster. Kyrie Irving in and out of the lineup. He's been hurt. Marcus Morris comes off the bench. He's pretty good. Marcus Smart also comes off the bench. Terry Rozier comes off the bench. Al Horford, Jaylen Brown's a starter. Gordon Hayward was supposed to be starting, but he got hurt first game of the season, so Jason Tatum ended up starting, and nobody missed Gordon Hayward. So these are their guys. Every now and then you'll see Aaron Baines come in, or Greg Monroe. Those guys come in every now and then. Just, I guess, depending on matchups and whatever. So, not Terry Rozier. Jason Tatum's got, out of the other 2 rookies, Jason Tatum is surrounded by far better talent. Far better talent. You can look at it in 2 ways. He's putting up these numbers because, you can say he's putting up the numbers because he's got better talent around him, or you can say he's putting up these numbers despite having better talent around him. You can use both ways in arguing. I'm just looking at his raw numbers. The numbers are really good. And the eye test, if you watch him, he got game. And he's one of those guys, if you ask him to do more, he's going to do more. He's really good, man. This guy can play. I see very few holes in his game, man. Could probably work to be a better playmaker, but that'll come with time. That'll definitely come with time. Now, he doesn't have all the as many awards as the other 2 guys, but again, he's on a far more talented team. Far more talented. It's not even close. It's not close at all. And if you ask me, he's got the best coach out of all 3. Quinn Snyder's a damn good coach himself, but I don't know, man. He might be better than Brad Stevens, but if you gave Quinn Snyder that same kind of talent Brad Stevens has, maybe he does more with it. Who knows? We don't really know, man. That's all hypothetical. We don't do hypothetical here, man. We do what we can look at. So, yeah, man, I like Jason Tatum. So just looking at the presented facts, I mean, for me, by default, it has to be Donovan Mitchell that's Rookie of the Year, man. I don't know how. I mean, I can see why people would pick Ben Simmons. Jason Tatum, the hype around him right now is, he's got his team. He's the best player on his team right now in the playoffs in the Eastern Conference Finals. But this is a regular season award. We don't consider the playoffs in any of these regular season awards, man. The only postseason awards that go out are Finals MVP. That's it. You don't get no award for being the best player in the playoffs. Best player in the playoffs, a lot of times doesn't even make it to the finals. But whatever. That's not what it's about. As these rookies go, though, man, we got a nice rookie class, man. This is a nice rookie class. It's going to go down, in my opinion, I think it's going to go down as one of the best rookie classes ever, especially if a lot of these guys stay healthy. Ben Simmons is technically he's not even technically he's not considered this rookie class because he just got hurt his first season. Technically, he's not a part of this rookie class. He can play. Don't get me wrong. If we're just talking strictly basketball, which out of these guys had the best season, I'm going to go Ben Simmons. I still think he had much of a head start. It's a lot easier for him than it would be for Mitchell or Jason Tatum. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Say what you will in the comment section. Subscribe. Check out the links in the description box and whatnot. Get you a Mitchell jersey from Amazon, or Simmons, or Dennis Smith, or Jason Tatum, or Josh Jackson. I like Josh Jackson, man. He's a rough rider. But yeah, man, that's it for this Rookie of the Year, man. What say you?